something wild set to open up today. As you can see here, got this big reduction sticker on here. As it says, it was £9.56, but I was able to get it for £3.99. Obviously, this isn't for me. I bought this for Abs. It says the card game character combos. So I've never opened one of these before. You know, I've opened several Funko products on the channel before. So they have Goofy, Daisy, and Minnie. On the side, it just says age 6+, 2 to 4 players, Disney, Mickey, and Friends, something wild. Same thing on this side. On the bottom, it just says Funko Games. A shout out to Funko making new and inventive products for kids to obviously play with and collect. And it contains 45 cards, 10 power cards, 1 pop figure, and instructions. So yeah, it says a quick and easy card game with your favorite characters. Match cards to get special powers. Have the pop figure to use your powers, but it's always on the move. The first player to get 3 powers wins. You can combine this game with any other Something Wild game for an even wilder time. The game runs an average of 15 minutes, so I guess this is like a travel type game to be played with, like, I don't know, maybe like your kids in the car or something. As it says, you need to be age 6 or above, and it is a minimum of 2 to 4 players, so you can play this with up to 4 people, so that's pretty cool. So how do I open this? How do I open this? So I think is there a particular... the only reason why I'm proper feeling the box of it is I don't know that... here we go. It's from the side. So these ones... there we go. You can see the knife little... Nice slit. You can see the little bit of plastic. I was just going to say nice slit because I was just about to get a knife to slit that. Yeah, so these ones, guys, if you get them and you want to contain the box, like you want to keep the box pristine, open them from the side as I'm doing right now. So as you can see when you... Oh, look, even on the inside, even on the packaging, we've got like little Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck type silhouettes and figures. When you take it out... So this is weird. So I think this is smaller than a pocket pop keychain. I don't actually have one to hand to be able to tell you, but that to me looks way smaller than what a pocket pop keychain would be. On the bottom, it's just branded saying Disney Funko LLC 2020 made in Vietnam. Then there's the batch number and www.funko.com. So this is basically going to be like a game playing counter or marker. So that's Mickey. And I guess this is everything here. So some different sets. Oh, there's an Aladdin set. There is a Disney Villain set. There's a Toy Story set. Nightmare Before Christmas set. A Princess set. It says collect them for an even wilder time. So, how do we play this game? So, Something Wild. Content is 45 cards. 1 to 9 in 5 colors. 10 power cards. 1 pop figure. And the instructions. How to win. Score a power card by making a set of a run. The first player to score 3 powers wins. A set is 3 cards of any color with the same number. A run is 3 cards of the same color with numbers in order. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, so on and so forth. So game setup. So Mickey is obviously our figure. We have our hands. You have obviously your pot, like the person that's playing against you, their hand. The power cards will be set to one side. Then there's your deck, and the discard pile is for the cards that you lose. So you shuffle 10 power cards with Mickey and Friends back and place them into a pile face down in the center of the play area. Flip the top power card face up on that pile. Place the Mickey figure beside the pile. Shuffle the character's cards and deal 3 to each player as a starting hand. You may look at your hand, but keep it secret from other players. Place the rest of the deck face down next to the powers, leaving space for a discard pile. The youngest player gets to go first. Okay, turn order. On your turn, take these actions. Draw, take the top card of the deck in your hand. 2. Play 1 card from your hand face up in front of you. 3. take figure. If you play a card that's the same color as a face-up power in the center, take the Mickey figure. 4. Use power. If you have the figure, you may use a power that you have scored or won in the center by following the text on the power card. Number 5. If there is a set of run or 3 cards face up in front of you, you score. Discard the 3 cards you used to score and take the face up power cards as your reward. And number 6. If there are moves if there are more than 5 cards face up in front of you, discard until there are only 5. Then play passes to your left. So yeah, so the youngest person goes first, and then play passes to your left. So basically you run anti-clockwise. Okay, take figure. When you play a card that's the same color as the power in the center, take the figure and place it in front of you. You will keep the figure in front of you, and you will be able to use powers until someone else takes the figure for themselves. Use power. Power cards can help you score, but you can only use them when you have the Mickey figure. You may use a power once per turn. For as long as you have the Mickey figure, you may use a power you scored and have in front of you. See score. Or the face-up power in the center. You don't have to use a power if you don't want to. Example, when you have Mickey figure, you may use the center power of any power you have already scored. Okay. Score. You can score on your turn if you have 3 cards from that set or a run face-up in front of you. Power cards can help you score in other ways too. When you score, discard 3 cards you used to score. Take the power card from the center and place it face up in front of you. Then flip the top power card face up to replace the one you took. The power you scored is available for you to use whenever you have the Mickey figure. Note, you do not need the figure to score. Example, you have the Mickey figure from a previous turn. You use the power that lets you treat purple cards as any color. You score the power in the center and take it. End game. As soon as you score your 3rd power, you win. If the deck runs out before someone wins, shuffle the discard pile to form a new deck. Combining multiple Something Wild games. Combine 2 or more Something Wild games to play with more figures and more powers. When combining games, you have 1 power pile for each figure, but you'll shuffle all the character cards together to form one big deck. If you play a card that matches a power, take only that figure. If you match more than 1 power, multiple power cards can be used at the same multiple power cards can be the same color. Choose one of the figures to take. You may only use a power if you have the matching figure. The figures shown on the power card, but there is no limit to the number of figures you have at once. When you score, choose any power card in the center, take, and then flip the top card of the pile to replace it. You can only use a power if you have the matching figure. So, yeah, that is everything. So if you want to go to Funko to check out all the latest and greatest products, you can go to www.funko.com. You want to check out Disney, go to www.disney.com. They are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All you got to do is type in Original Funko. They have really cool giveaways that they do. You can keep up to date with all the latest and greatest things that's coming out of the Funko factory. And I guess without further ado, we need to show you guys these cards, and then that'll be the end of this video. So one thing I will say for the card, I think it's cool how Mickey is printed on the back of every single card. I think that's pretty cool. So let's check these out. Let's have a look. Mickey, when played, treat color is the same. Oh, look, even on the back. That's cool. So we've got Minnie. Oh, let's get, look, we've got Minnie Mouse. Oh, look, we got Pluto, but they're all drawn as their pop figure versions. We got Goofy. What the fuck happened to Goofy? Look at his... Goofy looks like he got beaten up. Look at Goofy. Donald Duck. Daisy. Dale. Chip. And Pete. Then we have Mickey Mouse. Minnie, Pluto, Goofy, Donald, Daisy, Dale, Chip, Pete. And it's going to be the same for each and every single one of these. They'll be the same ones that I've been reading off. They're just going to be in different colors. So now we've got them in blue as well. Okay, now we've got some greens. 196765432 and these are some of the cards, or power cards should we say. Treat purple as any color, guess a color and look at the next player's hand. For each card that matches, draw and play an extra card. Score with any 3 cards that add up to 21 or more. Swap a card in play with another player's card of the same color. Guess a color, discard the top card of the deck. If it matches, play the card. If you have any red cards in play, draw and play any extra card. Score with any 3 purple, red and yellow cards. If you have any 5s in play, play one of the top 3 cards in the discard pile. Treat 8s as any number. And last but not least, discard the top card of the deck. If you have no cards in play that match the card's color or number, play it. So these ones have a different back. They actually look like Mickey Mouse, like the box itself, and the other ones say Wild. I think this is a cool little set. I think it's entertaining for children. I think this is something that would be good for parents who have got kids and are like traveling around and, you know, they're thinking of games to like entertain them with, because I can see how this is essentially going to entertain kids. Seems kind of like Snap, to be completely honest. So yeah, not the hardest game in the world, of course, but when it's a game that's designed for children, you can't expect it to be like Dungeons and Dragons, you know. They have to make it accessible for kids, and it has to be fun for them to play, for them to come back and want to play it again, because that's the idea of marketing. You know, you don't you wouldn't want to market the product to the wrong type of people, and they just don't connect with it. I think it's cool. I like the idea of it. You know, I like how you can also as well combine other smaller sets together. So for example, if you had like the Toy Story set or maybe the Aladdin set or whatnot, and you wanted to combine it all together to make yourself like a cool little game, you can do that, and you don't have to worry about like, will it work, will it not work. You just basically combine all the cards together and make your own little game for yourself and just carry on and play. I think this has been epic, to be honest with you. I will try and play this game at some point in the future with Abs if we can actually work out how to play it. It essentially just seems like Snap. It seems like a game actually that I used to play many years ago, which is called 21. If you ever played 21, shout out to you. In Wales, it's also called Pondoon. I think this is a really cool figure. I can also see how these figures are going to be worth a lot of money because they are smaller than the Pocket Pop keychain ones. And I have heard that they have made exclusive figures that, you know, you can only get with these sets. So yeah, have a look out for these sets. These sets are about £10, but if you get them like I do when they're on offer, you can get them for a lot cheaper. So yeah, go and check it out for yourself. Other than GMG News, you guys have been my lovely audience. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications if you haven't done already. Leave a like on this video if you think it's worth leaving a like on. And I will catch you all in another episode very, very soon. And if you are new here, consider subscribing to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, shout out to you, I appreciate you. Have a lovely day, don't give up on yourselves, and always remember in life, you want to be your own boss in it. So stop listening to people telling you what you are. You know what you are, you don't need anybody else to tell you.